Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blackblade, and I just recently watched the Overwatch 2 full presentation quite recently. I'm kind of late to it, but I got so excited, when they announced that there's going to be an actual skill tree, and when they showed it, I paused it a little bit. I was like, oh my god, it looks absolutely like what we have in Borderlands, and that really got me excited. It got me thinking what sort of skills certain heroes will have, because that's a skill tree. So there's a lot of things that they can do, or we could do to make our characters much more personalized. So for day one, I'm going to talk about Tracer. All right. So one of the first things that I thought immediately when I was thinking about skill ideas was Ricochet. All right. So as the word or as the skill implies, Ricochet basically when you're hitting a monster, it then or a robot. There's no monsters here, or a robot. It then ricochets to another monster, and the more points that we put on that skill, the more ricochet it goes. For example, it's already at level 5. The ricochet now, or the bullets now ricochet 5 times. Now, of course, there's some implications to that, like that's going to be too OP. So I think one of the best things to do to counter the overpoweredness of the skill is to reduce the damage. So as the bullets are bouncing or ricocheting, the damage gets reduced. So the first target is taking it on 100%, then maybe the next target gets it at 60, next target gets it at 30, and then 20, and then so on and so forth. So that, Tracer can get that AoE thing, because basically Tracer is like a 1v1 character. So if there's like hordes or there's multiple enemies, she could actually just point to one, and that's it. But when she has that ricochet skill, she now has a mini AoE, contributing to the damage of the whole group. So the next skill that I was thinking is faster movement speed. Yeah, so just basically her moving really really fast. I know she already has blinks, and yeah, that doesn't really make any sense, but it'll be cool, when she's walking like super fast across the screen, like Sonic the Hedgehog or something. So next would be cooldown reduction. So basically, as the word implies, all of her cooldowns are reduced. She can blink more, she can recall more, and that's going to be a combo to the next skill, which is blink causes damage to nearby enemies. So basically what that does is that when she blinks, it causes some damage to the enemies where she near her blink path. So with that said, also on the offensive skill tree, we'll need to have some sort of elemental damage, added lightning damage, added fire damage, added cold damage, and I know it's going to be OP if you have all of those at like max level. So I think the way to counter that is you can only choose one element. Like for example, if you choose the elemental damage, it goes down to 3. If you choose lightning, and then fire and cold gets blurred out or gets grayed out. So you can only concentrate on one elemental damage. Now the next skill that I was thinking is increased fire rate. Now I know that Tracer's fire rate right now on Overwatch 1 is already OP. It's already pretty fast, but that's going to be a combo to the next, or to another skill, which will be the increased magazine capacity. So instead of does she have 30? Instead of 30, if you select the increased magazine or size capacity, it goes up to 40, 50, 60, 70, something like that. I'm not exactly sure what's a good number, but the more points that you put there on the increased capacity, the more that of course the bullets are. And that's going to be paired very very well with the increased fire rate. So the last skill that I was actually thinking about was the increased reload rate or reload speed. So as the word implies, it just increases her pulse rifle's reload speed. Alright, for the defensive part of the skill tree, I was thinking about additional armor, additional energy shield maybe. You can only have one or both. I don't really want her to become too OP, so maybe only select one. over the other, if you want energy shield, or if you want the armor. Increased life would be also a good choice. Physical damage physical damage resistance would also be a cool skill to play with, and also elemental damage resistance, because I believe that the monsters will be firing some electric damage or lightning damage, or maybe some fire damage. So additional elemental defense or damage resistance would, sound like a very, very good idea. Now next, so this is the last one, her ultimate. On her ultimate skill tree, I think one of the best things to have there is the increased ultimate percentage gain. So that you could, ult more or ult faster, something like that. So next is the pulse bomb increased throw distance. So right now the throw distance of the pulse bomb is really, really close. So the more points that you put on that increased throw distance, the more that Tracer could just throw the pulse bomb farther and farther, therefore making her a little bit safer. And it's more fun. I think it's going to be much more fun if she could just just throw the pulse bomb right there and it lands about 20 or 30 meters away from her, and I think that that's going to be cool. So the next is increased area of effect. Now the pulse bomb has a kind of small area of effect, so the more points that you put on the increased area effect, the more that the pulse bomb will have that area of effect, either laterally or horizontally. So yeah, I think that's going to be a really cool mechanic to play with. Now I can't really think about anything else for the pulse bomb. Maybe lightning damage, electrical damage, all of that, or fire damage, maybe cold damage, maybe the ability for the pulse bomb to freeze monsters, or robots. But that's kind of the thing for me, so I don't really want to touch the cold damage and all of that stuff. But one of the things that I was thinking was that when she multiple pulse bombs, all right, this is what it's called, multiple pulse bombs. So generally what it's going to do is that when she throws the pulse bomb sticks on the floor or sticks on the robot, and then when it explodes, it then explodes into little pulse bombs, and then those pulse bombs explodes themselves. So that's going to be like boom, and then really mini pulse bombs over there. And since we already have increased area of effect, the area of effect of those pulse bombs will be huge, will be massive, and it's going to explode everywhere, and it's going to be fun and exciting. Alright, so that's about it for this video. I've been thinking about a lot of skills, and I'm gonna do a lot of videos with my ideas on how to play with each character, how to play with their skills in Overwatch 2. So if you guys have any ideas of your own, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'm going to mention it on the next video. Alright guys, so that's about it for this video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and if you guys enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys on the next part of my video. Have a good one.